can see where they had to cut him out.
Should we leave the dolly in it or just get rid of the dolly? I mean,
Gonna have to edit that.
This is Scott's first time.
Yeah.
What's up everyone? Another week, another trip to the States. This time we're heading to Arizona to go to the next round of IFO, which is at Chandler. That's about half an hour, 40 minutes south of Phoenix. Again, the SpeedFactory boys are there, gonna spend some time with them, go to the event. I've got some family close by who I'm staying with, so that's sweet. Kind of doing it a different way, different airline than I normally do, so just trying to save some money, do it on the cheap this time around. So we'll follow me as we take a trip on the friendly skies and get going. Just landed in Phoenix. Whew, got a little bit of sleep on the plane, which was nice, and so on the way to baggage claim, grab my stuff, and then Chris at Hasport is coming to pick me up. Hasport are just by the airport, and I'm gonna grab lunch with him and drop off some stuff to him and pick up some stuff from him, and we'll show you guys around Hasport if they don't mind us sneaking in there. Heaps of cool stuff to look at, and there's usually some pretty cool cars in the car park too, so we'll check it out. Here at Hasport, the original real deal best engine mounts on the planet, and spending some time here with Chris and the team. Thought we'd just have a little quick walk around, show you what they've got going here. Employee cars on point, as you'd expect. Pretty interesting mix of cars, almost all Hondas. Some pretty cool stuff. Go take a walk and see what we can find. This is where cool old cars come to sit and chill out, and where many axles come to die. And so many cool old Hondas stuck back in here. This is a L15 swapped Jazz, one of the early generation ones. It's a kit that they're about to offer.
Yes.
And yeah, so I've got it shoehorned in there. As you can see, it's pretty tight, but these are good for about 300 horsepower, tuned up with the right bolt-ons and Flash Pro, whatever other tuning you want to run. So that's a real fun power package for a light little car like a Jazz. So we'll look forward to being able to offer that to you guys back home and find someone keen enough to have a play. Chris, tell us the story about the land speed car. This was an Insight, was it?
Yeah, it's a 2001 Insight with a K20 turbo in it, and it was at El Mirage. Took off and didn't like the track at the time, and did I think it was a 8 to 9 barrel rolls.
Brian was driving.
Yeah, but the
you can see where they had to cut him out.
Yeah, the cage did its job. You know, obviously they transported him, you know, for evaluation,
yeah.
But it just
And how fast was he going when it? Do you remember when it?
A little over 100.
Yeah.
But the car in its prime did 201
Dang.
at Bonneville.
Is that right?
Yeah. It broke the 200-mile-per-hour barrier.
Wow.
Yeah, and was I don't know if it still has the class record for the class that it was in, but yeah, at the time it held the record. So, yeah, it was pretty cool little car until it turned into a lot of metal.
Right.
As you see it.
Glad you got out of there safe. That's the main thing. And this is a later model Jazz that, what do you call them, what, fit?
Yeah, we've
That's got the L15. It's got the L15 in it too, right?
Yep, L15 swap in this guy too.
It's tight, but it fits.
Fits in the fit.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got to get these going back home. Are these motors kind of cheap to buy now over here? No.
No, they're still expensive just because it's still a newer swap, newer car.
Right.
So they're not. I mean,
what does it cost them for?
I haven't checked price wise. I would imagine it's going to be around the $15 1,500, $2,000.
Oh, that's not so bad.
No, it's not terrible, but you know, it's not like going to the pick apart yard and getting an engine for a couple $100 and a transfer for like 150.
Right.
Yeah, so.
And the yellow CRX, that's like the original Hasport car, right?
Yeah, I don't think it's got it.
Got a motor in it?
I don't think so, because we keep pulling it in, pulling it out.
Right.
It was B series originally.
Yeah.
And then when it was K series supercharged.
Okay, and this right now it's J.
Yeah, and then we stuck J series in.
We don't get a manual transmission back home.
Really?
They're all automatic.
It's hard to find the manual.
Is it?
Even the manuals over here.
Right.
So, because I mean, it only came on the Accord and the TL. So
sure.
So yeah, it's kind of difficult. I mean, they still go for, now the J series themselves are cheap.
Right. This looks forsaken back here. A road race car.
Yeah, unfortunately, you want to go see the picture of it in its prime.
Right. We'll go have a look.
One of them. This guy sent us the
oh, nice.
calendar back from. They just happened to have it in there.
The one uses a DCLH.
But if you look, it's from 2008.
Yeah, it's gone back a ways now.
Yeah.
And this is the assembly room where all of the mount sets are put together. So there's just lots and lots and lots and lots of billet goodness in here. And then metal brackets. It's a pallet fish back from the powder coater, if I had to guess. So, is that kind of where they do the prototyping and R&D?
No, this is all where we do all the brackets.
Oh, okay.
All the brackets and everything.
Oh, okay, all the welding, right?
Yep, get welded up in here. This room here is where we do all the
secret.
prototyping.
That's the secret room with the shut door.
Yeah, exactly. That's where all the engines and everything get put in. And
the guys are working on an L15 mount kit for EGDC. So the L15 is the 1.5 turbo. In fact, it was in the car yesterday. They've got it sitting out there, but they're working on prototype set of mounts. So yeah, that'll be something interesting to play with. They're getting an easy 300 horsepower out of those with some tuning and upgrades. So that's going to be a fun alternative to K-swap and kind of beat turbo swaps. So she's a pretty crazy looking motor. Definitely looks different to anything else guys are playing with swap wise, but yeah, this will be an option coming not too far away. Good morning guys. So had a couple days here in Phoenix, caught up on some sleep, had some good time with my family, and now I'm heading out to head to Jason Ostrem's place where all the boys are at. I believe maybe they got all the work done on the cars yesterday. We'll find out when we get there, but otherwise we'll catch up with the lads. But yeah, we'll have a fun day playing up there. We'll see what's happening with the cars. We'll chat to the guys about what they've done to get them ready and any changes they've made, and then we will be ready for action tomorrow at the IFO event. Some pretty wild scenery out here. Obviously we're in the desert, so there's cactus everywhere, crazy rock formations, and there's some houses that you can't even really see unless you're looking real close. Just blend right into the hill, same color as the hill. Just pulled in guys, and have a quick hello to the cars. It's always such a blast getting to see these things in the flesh and watch them on YouTube and various other social media, and actually getting to be right up next to them is super cool. So go inside, say hello to the guys, see what's up.
We need to fix the last race. The tire came up and caught this, and it tore the front bumper cover right here. Okay. So we need to repair all this before this event tomorrow.
Sweet. Finished product, all done.
Okay, just basically just hold it right beside here when I'm going in. A little further away so I can see. Damn. Went too far. Be alright.
Oh,
The hell was that?
Something in
the spring or the frame.
the hydraulic cylinder.
Something with this.
Some of this.
You want me to hold the board up for you?
Tom and Jerry fucking apparatus.
It's like cereal still sitting there.
Hell no, that.
Yeah, the cylinder's twisted now.
How's it going, fellas?
Stubborn.
Is it?
The shaft that goes right down the middle is broken on the inside, and usually you can just press them out, but where it's broken in the middle, there's a void inside this transfer case, and there's some material in there which jamming the shaft. So we've had it in the press, that's not working. We've got a kind of like a mini air jackhammer. Been jackhammering this, you can see it's all broken off. Still won't work, so James is coming up with some other idea of how we can get this out of here, because we obviously want to salvage the transfer case, and we've got replacement gears, so yeah, we'll keep working on it. Show us some of that James Kemp action, brother. Over the shoulder.
How do we do it? Don't forget how James does it. Something like that.
Real quick, just to make sure the exhaust is lined up where I'm gonna move it.
Got you, homie.
You can rotate it a little bit.
That way? Or you gotta break one of those
Break
rings.
this loose on the turbo itself.
You get 11 feet. I'll take the quarter drive one out.
Okay, just crank it until you see oil pressure.
Okay. 58 pounds.
How much?
It went up to 58. It was still climbing. I just turned it
Yeah, I
up.
heard the motor, the tone change, but give me 1 second. And put on the injector back. You will get as well. Okay, this. Okay, go ahead.
Firing.
Go ahead.
It's probably crank it for oil pressure. Change all the oil in it.
in Jason's shop, and James just wants to do a burnout test, testing changing up through gears on the burnout, just to try and generate a little more smoke, and then downshift back into neutral. So this is a super long shop, so definitely can't do this on the road, so we're doing it inside. So James is just going to warm it up and show you the action. So it sounds like the car went into a traction control mode, which is why kind of the power died, but he did get it changed through the gears and it did shift back down to neutral, so got most of what he wanted to achieve done right there. Well, I think he'll end up trying again, so we'll see what's up. The head's actually got a little crack in the exhaust port, so it's going to go back to the garage for a checkup. Might end up being sent, might end up with a new head. We'll see what happens. Going up. Jason's car is already loaded. I think the golf cart's loaded. Can't quite see it. Put them to bed for the night, and we'll see you all in the morning.
Morning, guys. In the car on the way to the track. Good night's rest. Got about 25 minutes drive to Wild Horse Pass Motorsport Park. It's the name of the track. It's a track that the NHRA round with the Top Fuel cars and everything was at just, I think, 1 or 2 weekends ago. So there's going to be heaps of rubber down at the track. Conditions should be pretty good. We are at elevation here, so I think it's around about 2,000 feet or so is the equivalent. So it's not perfect conditions for racing. The cars won't make as much power as they would at sea level, but nothing we can do about that. So we'll get to the track, get the cars through scrutineering and prepped and ready to roll out for qualifying one. So we'll see when we get there. Hey, just while I'm driving, I thought I'd do just a little recap on yesterday. So the cars had to be prepped from the Bakersfield event. Nothing really happened at the track apart from replacing the broken transfer case on Jason Ostrem's car, but other than that they kind of just got thrown in the truck. So Friday and then some of yesterday, Jason also broke the oil pump on his last pass, so they had to put a new oil pump. It ran for about 9 seconds, I think, with no oil pressure, and miraculously doing their job. The King race bearings took the damage and the crank was perfectly fine. The bearings went in the bin, but thankfully the crank and the rods didn't. So new oil pump, new bearings, and that motor was good to go. New transfer case was already on, so then it was just a fluid check and check the rod lengths and a leak down test, and everything checked out fine. With James's car there wasn't any kind of issues after the Bakersfield event, so his motor just got a looking over again. They checked the rod length, leak down test, new spark plugs, checked the valve flash, just kind of regular maintenance, new fluids. And so his car was good to go. As you'll have seen, we did a burnout test yesterday, just trying to test changing up through the gears in the burnout to get a faster wheel speed and more smoke. That test worked in first and second, but then going into third it just had too much grip, but not able to make enough boost and power just in that scenario, not enough wheel speed. So That's not going to work, so for the burnouts he's going to have clicked into second already, rolling into the burnout and do the burnout in second, and then he's also able to hold the staging brake and not trying to change gears. He can't do both at the same time, so that's going to simplify that, and doing the burnout in second is going to generate a bunch more smoke. And the trans was shifting fine down from second to first, so there's no issues getting stuck in no gear or halfway between two gears. So should be a good day tomorrow. I know for Jason Ostrom's car too, they have heat treated a transfer case shaft and gear, and hoping that if they do have a breakage with the factory one that's in it, replacing that will buy them just a little bit more time. Again, I believe PPG are working on strengthened shaft and gear, but it is not ready yet. So that's kind of the summation of the last couple of days work that's been put in on the cars. So I also believe that James's head has a very small crack in the exhaust port on cylinder 4. Unlikely to cause really too many issues at the track. It means it is pushing just a little bit of water out through the exhaust, but nothing that's going to affect any power. There's no cooling issues. They just have to make sure the valves are closed on the exhaust after the pass so that the water doesn't flow back into the cylinder. But other than that, yeah, just arrived at the track. It's still early yet. The gates for spectators don't open till 8, but managed to talk my way in, and just going to walk over and say good morning to the guys. They're in scrutineering. There's the low cash DC5. It's been around for ages. Jason's car all lined up. James's car lined up.
Yeah, until you get home. Show up after March, you're good. Yeah.
What's the stuff lined up in tech already? It's not even 8 o'clock.
No, they open the gates an hour early. Yes.
That's especially for here. Here is usually super slow.
So just got the Scrutinero here doing the tech. They check all the safety equipment, check the transmission's got a scatter shield or it's a billet bell housing, which they've got. They'll check the cage. The safety gear all lined up on top there. Here with Josh from Colorado, I believe. Rear-wheel drive EK Coupe.
Yep.
Tell us about the car, man.
1997 DX. Bought it in '99 with 30,000 miles on it. And once my warranty ran out, I started modifying it. It's currently got a Honda 3.5 liter in front.
Right. J35.
Yep.
Yeah.
Chevy TH400 transmission with trans brake.
Yeah. Nice
and
one.
Chevy 12-bolt rear end.
Okay.
14 gears.
And what does it run?
I've gone 986 so far.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
hoping to beat that today.
Yeah, nice one. Can we have a quick look under the bonnet?
Yeah.
Nice one. The PFI Speed Spec turbos on there.
a little dirty, but
All built at home? Good one. What kind of powder does it make?
don't know for sure. I haven't really had it on the dyno much.
Okay.
The converter we had before this was too loose, so anything past 500 horsepower would just blow out of it.
Right.
So I think right now it's around 650, 680.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what I'm guessing.
That's enough for some fun.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Well, I'm sure we'll see you out there today.
Right on.
Thanks very much. What's up, Aaron? Tell me what you're doing.
So Scott and I were moving the cylinder head because we're finna send the beans on the Outlaw car, and we have a feeling. Hold on. I'll take the whole thing out. So we have a feeling that something does give, it might be the cylinder head.
Right.
So we're gonna take this one off just in case it does.
Have to edit that. Gonna have to edit that.
This is Scott's first time.
Yeah.
As part of the team, and
well, I don't know, honestly. We're just taking it off because the man asked us to, so we're gonna do what we're gonna do. I just do as I'm told, so.
Pick the whole thing up.
Okay.
So it takes everything with it.
Never done this before, so it's my first time.
There you go. And then you keep everything together. Look at that.
See, I do cool things once in a while besides shit stuff.
Yeah.
so all part of prepping the car, we're emptying the intercooler with water, and then that'll get refilled with ice. Kev's just wiring up the NOS. It was kind of pulled out of the car, but his first pass is going to be full send mode, getting the pressure set in the tires, so kind of the last stages of getting it ready. They've pulled the cars up to the lane, so we will we'll get the cars finished off, get them in the lanes, and be ready for our first pass. In the head is bad enough that we're just going to drain all the water out of the motor and just send it dry, and it'll run just long enough to do the burnout and the hit, and then it'll get shut down straight away. It's not normal practice, but it's stuff people do and it does work. So the first qualifying pass is like nowish, so a bit of a last minute deal. Get it figured out.
So what are we doing, Adam?
Going up to the staging lanes for the first qualifying hit. Actually got no idea where that is. We're about to find out.
So Adam is going to talk to Jason to see where we line up for staging, and
we're gonna go clear right around.
Are we now?
They're lining, you can see them lining up.
All right, sounds good. You're the driver of this. Oh. Whoa, hold on. We have enough juice. granted we do, so.
We've raced back to the pits and got James ready to run dry block, dry head style. So they've just, there was some water down or oil down, so they've sprayed the track.
Don't latch it, just close it. Thank you.
And so they're just dragging some rubber. So the track's now ready. James to make his first hit. So
yeah, I drove it all the way to
lost
the point and it wasn't that bad.
lost the tire on the shutdown.
Nothing to get into the body.
So we're gonna drag slash push it off the track. You can see we're cleared down the end here, holding things up. So we're gonna get it out of the way. Tire's on, and just waiting for the golf cart to come back, get it back to the pits. Figure out, it sounded like the motor was kind of eating there towards the end, so we'll be a full tear down, see what's going on, but we'll get it back and figure out what's going on. James, can you just tell us a little bit about that first pass?
The outlaw car?
Yeah.
It was a decent pass overall, but the motor, it was hurt. We found it was hurt right when we were trying to go to the lanes, so it was running on 3 cylinders, a bunch of water going down cylinder 4, so pulled the plugs, pumped the water out of the motor, threw plugs in it, and just fired it at the line just to make the pass. The pass was decent, clean. Overpowered the track again, second, third gears, so lost a bunch of ET there, but still really solid pass. DA was 3,400 feet on that pass, and it went 767 at
207, I think.
767.5 at 207.
Yeah.
But then on shutdown, a piece of the front bumper support broke. Came off and went through the tire, blew the tire out. But
managed to keep it straight.
Yeah, stayed straight.
Yeah.
Keep it off the wall, went down, so nothing too majorly damaged on the car.
And then at the end of each pass, you have a look at the data and then make adjustments on each run.
Yep, I mean there's data there. We're not going to run the outlaw car again today.
And the outlaw car is a safety issue in terms of not running it again.
Yeah, we just don't want to do another quick and dirty track repair and have the same thing happen again.
Right.
It's just not worth the risk.
Yeah. So. No, that's scary stuff. At the import face-off, they've got the drag racing, and then they've also got a car show, hard park, show and shine segment. So just going to walk down the lineup for you guys, and we've got a pretty interesting variety of cars. like not even really the car show, and the car show is down here. There's hundreds and hundreds of cars, so we'll go check them out. Ostrem's straight up now, so we'll catch him. After his first pass, Jason, just tell us a little bit about the pass. What happened?
Pass was pretty good. The track's really well. Car left. TK's held together. We had some gremlins yesterday, and ended up finding out there was a loose ground, so it actually shut down about 100 feet before the end. Car went 8.0 to 171.
Nice.
Ended up finding the gremlin, so got the electrical taken care of. So we'll see what we do next round, but so far it's looking good.
Sweet, man. Yeah, it needs to go up higher, right? Going to fire up Jason's car, and it sounds like it's running on 3 cylinders, so chances are it's also got a cracked head based on some other evidence. So the guys are gonna check it out and confirm, and then either run run no water like they did with James's car, or put a new head on. So it had stuck a valve, so the valve drops, and then the piston whacks it back up again, and so the valve is stuck open, but it doesn't drop all the way down into the cylinder and make a big mess. So here's the little repair. And it'll be back up and running. Just doing the last buttoning up of everything. Catch band needs to go on, bumper, last little bits, and we'll be up there. Four cars in Jason's class. Got the rear-wheel drive here that we checked out earlier. So it's going to be a semi-final, and if he wins, obviously a final. So saying the rear-wheel drive car won't start. $813,176. 813,176. How'd it feel?
What's your guess?
790.
Way slower.
The 60 was good, 133, but it didn't look good. But it was good. Just after a second run, which ended up being a semi-final. Jason, how'd we go?
I did pretty well. It's starting to get hot. DA's climbing extremely fast, but it's not too bad. I got a headwind. Car went 817, I believe, at 176. So moving on to the finals, and
Engine's healthy, everything's
engine's
good.
healthy, and going round and round. So
That's
we'll
it.
see what it
Get
does
that
next
trophy.
round. Yeah.
In the staging lanes, ready for the final. The other guy broke in his semi, although he won. He blew his head gasket, so this will be a single pass for Jason, but it's on full send mode. The clutch is dialed in quicker than it ever has been before, and less pressure in the rear tire, so it'll probably break the transfer case, but if it doesn't, it'll 60 foot better than it ever has in theory, so nothing to lose. He's won regardless, so gonna go full send mode on this one. Not sure what happened there, but it big bog, so that was that.
Because we turned the GoPros on.
Yeah, finally got the GoPros on in the car, and it didn't make a pass. But anyway, it's racing, and he broke the beam, so takes the win in the final. gets his trophy. That's what matters. We've just picked up Jason. Car was not running on all cylinders when I left the line, so something wasn't quite right in the motor, obviously, and I didn't want to go, and there's no point pushing it on a solo pass with a win anyway. So we'll take it back, we'll get the cars loaded up on the truck, have a feed, and call it good. So the cars are all loaded up.
Jason, what did you want to stay here or do you want to go to your house?
Both Jason and James won their categories. We're gonna go grab some trophies. We'll be done from the track, so thanks for following along. As always, it's been a blast hanging with the SpeedFactory guys and just watching this caliber of racing, especially being able to see their two cars. Keep watching, follow us, ring the bell. We've got heaps more trips planned this year, heaps more info on our builds and more info on builds that you haven't seen yet, which is super cool. So come along for the ride and stay with us.
Yeah, this one says outlaw.
Winners are grinners.
Chicken dinner.
Hey, we can all be cute with our trophies. Let me go get mine. I'll come back later.